Okay, so it was the first weekend of college, and I got way too drunk at a party. I didn't know my limit, and I just drank way too much. I started throwing up in the street and had to be taken home by some older girls who saw me and saw that I needed help. So back in my dorm, I was passing out on the ground, and someone got the RA, and she saw that I needed help, so she called 911, and I went to the hospital just to make sure that I was okay. And so after that, I got to go home during the night because I was okay, but um, yeah, then I was covered under Good Samaritan since I had to go to the hospital. Okay, so 2 days after I went to the hospital, I got an email from Oscar telling me that they knew about the incident and that they needed to meet with me. And so I was scared that I was gonna be in big trouble or kicked out of Miami or something. But when I went, he was really nice to me and just told me mistakes happen, and that's why Miami was starting to use the Good Samaritan policy, and I was actually the first one at Miami to be covered under it because they had just decided to start using it that year, and since it was the first weekend, I was the first one, and yeah, so he just told me about it, and I just signed a paper agreeing to be covered under the Good Samaritan policy because to be covered under the Good Samaritan policy, you have to take a class and pay for it, and also the dean has to call your parents and let them know about it. After being covered under the Good Samaritan policy, when I got a ticket for disorderly conduct with the police, Oxford Police worked together with Miami for the policy, so it got voided in court, so I didn't have to deal with those charges. But with Miami, it stays on your Miami record for 1 year, and now that it's been more than a year, it should be off my record for Miami after going through the requirements for the policy. And yeah, I think it's important for all of Miami students to know about the Good Samaritan policy because sometimes people are too scared to call